Good day everyone! I am Lorea Gonzalez and today I will continue the report of my other group member. But before that, I have prepared here an activity. All you have to do is unscramble the letters that is shown on the screen. Alright, ang nabuo nating words sa unscrambled letters ay kinesthetic learners. Physical or tactile learners, often referred to as kinesthetic learners. They are the students who learn best when they can physically engage with the material. They retain information more effectively when they are actively involved in hands-on activities or movements rather than just passively listening or watching. For them, the more they can interact with the subject matter through movement, manipulation, or doing, the better they can process and understand it. So what are the characteristics of kinesthetic learners? So these are the students often feel restless when sitting still for long periods. They learn best when they can engage in physical activities. They prefer doing over watching or listening. They enjoy building, experimenting, and engaging in practical tasks. They often express themselves better through action or by performing tasks rather than talking about it. Sitting in a desk for a long period of hours can be challenging for them, and they may struggle to focus in such an environment. Here are the strategies in teaching physical and tactile learners. First is incorporate movement in lessons. For example, during a lesson in history, instead of just lecturing, the teacher could organize a historical walk where students physically move around the room or school while discussing key events. For example, they can walk from one station to one another, each station representing a different historical figure or event, and they can read or perform an activity related to that event. Why it works? This type of lesson engages their need for improvement while reinforcing the learning materials. And second, use hands-on learning activities. For example, when teaching math concepts like geometry, students could use physical objects such as building blocks or cut out shapes to construct and identify different geometric forms. For science lessons, students can conduct experiments where they can touch and manipulate materials directly. For example, mixing chemicals or planting seeds. It helps students visualize abstract concepts and internalize them by physically manipulating objects. Third on the list is incorporate writing and drawing exercises. For example, encourage students to write or draw their ideas using pen and paper, such as creating mind maps, charts, or diagrams that represent a topic. For example, while studying ecosystem, they could draw a food chain or diagram of a water cycle. So, writing and drawing require physical activities, which helps kinesthetic learners process and organize information better. Pang-apat naman po is allowing students standing and walking during lessons. For example, if a student needs to move, allow them to stand or walk around the room, or even do light exercises like stretching while reviewing notes or reading. For example po, they are reviewing their vocabulary. Students can walk around the room and match flashcards on the walls with the correct definitions. So, it keeps the student engaged and helps burn off energy, leading to better focus and information retention. Panglima po is use real-world examples. For example, in a lesson on environmental science, give students the task of cleaning up a small part of the school garden or planting trees. This could also be connected to the scientific concepts they've learned about ecosystems and the importance of environmental conservation. It connects the lesson to tangible experiences, helping kinesthetic learners understand how their lessons apply to the real world. Pang-anim po is role-playing and simulations. For example, if teaching a social studies lesson about government system, students could role-play as different members of a government. For example, president, senator, or etc. They are simulating how laws are made and passed. In a science lesson naman po about cells, they could role-play the parts of a cell to better understand how each part functions. So, role-playing allows kinesthetic learners to embody the material and learn through action. 7 on the list is encourage study breaks with physical activity. For example, suggest that students take short physical breaks such as a few minutes of stretching or walk around the school while reviewing for a test or studying. It's also helpful to let them create flashcards or study aids while moving around. So physical activity helps kinesthetic learners stay alert and focus better when they return to their task. Kinesthetic learners are often misunderstood because their need for movement is sometimes seen as a problem, particularly in traditional classroom where sitting still is emphasized. In fact, forcing them to remain stationary for too long can hinder their ability to focus and absorb information. For example, a teacher might assume that a student who fidgets or moves around is disrupted. However, for a kinesthetic learner, moving might actually help them focus better. Asking them to sit still for too long might increase their restlessness and reduce their ability to concentrate. Here are the 3 best strategies for kinesthetic learners. So first is movement. Allow opportunities for students to move during lessons. For example, in a language class, have students physically act out a story or role-play a scene, engaging both the material and their physical body. Second is story. Use storytelling to help kinesthetic learners understand complex ideas. For example, while teaching about the solar system, a teacher could ask students to become different planets and act out their orbits and characteristics. Third is visuals. Incorporate diagrams, charts, or maps into lessons. For instance, when studying geography, students could work with large maps on the floor and physically move to different locations to learn about countries, landmarks, or geographical features. Let's say a teacher is teaching a grade school about community helpers. Most of her students are kinesthetic learners. So instead of just talking about community helpers, the teacher could create a role-play scenario where students can take on a role of different community helpers such as firefighters, doctor, teacher, or police officer and act out their responsibilities. So this helps students or learners connect personally to the material. By using these activities, students are able to actively engage with the material through role-playing, building, and direct interaction, all of which reinforce their learning and improve retention. In short, kinesthetic learners thrive in environments where they can move, touch, and interact with what they are learning. Teachers should utilize movement, hands-on activities, and real-world applications to help these students succeed. By understanding their needs and adjusting teaching methods, kinesthetic learners can fully engage and excel in their studies. And that's all my report. I hope you all understand it. Thank you for listening.